Hi everyone, Annette Ornelas here from Southwind Designs. Welcome to our quilt along for spinning wheels. Today we're actually going to make two blocks, the border block D and the border block E. And after this tutorial you'll have all the blocks you need and you can start putting together your quilt. So let's see how we're going to start. So first off we're going to do the block D. And block D has a light 4.5 by 6.5 strip on the bottom, and then you can pick two bright anything you want pieces. And let's see, I'm gonna change it up here. Oops, and see I have this wrong way around. So you want to lay it down so the light fabric from the strip, from the two patch, is actually matching to the light fabric of the 4.5 by 6.5. And so this is the beginning. So we're going to sew this on like we did before. Just nice and easy. Use your little feeders, especially helpful if you only make one, but works just as well if you're chain piecing. Okay, finger press, turn it around, and other side. And remember, you have PDF instructions. They're posted on my blog, southwindinspirations.blogspot.com. Okay, so I had to think about it. I had to turn it around. Okay, background to background. That's what you have to think about. And we're going to put two of these strips on. Look, I didn't do a very good job when I pressed this. Well, I'm going to fix it right now. I'll show you how to fix it. So, glue stick to the rescue. Put a little dab of glue in there. Guess what? It sticks. Okay, so another little dab of glue in the corners. And I'll put this on the bottom. Make sure it lines up the way I want it. Pull this up here so I have my 1/4 inch seam allowance. And the same thing for the other side. That one was pressed a little bit better. And line up the big corner and the top. And here, see how it wants to kind of stick out? Don't let it do that. Just lift it up a little bit. And here's your 1/4 inch seam allowance. So then we're going to actually sew these two together. But it's always easier to lift the piece that doesn't have any pieced pieces in there, just a actual rectangle on top. Okay, so I start sewing and then I'm lining it up and making sure that nothing sticks out on the side. Nice and easy and pretty fast too. So, okay, here we go. So this is border block D, and now we're going to make the next one, which is border block E, which basically works the same way. So let me pick some different fabrics here. Come on. Okay, here we go. And now for the border block E, we're going to have to use the two patches that have the border background. So this is that. Okay, so now this is the way it's lining up. And we're going to do the same thing. Sew it together. And other way around. Okay. Other side. I have some really funny fabrics here. Okay. So, not much different from before, except we have the different background in here. And again, you want to match the border background to the other background, and this is how that lines up. But before we do anything, we're going to glue on our little corners again. Little dab of glue will do you right here in the corners, okay? So here's the first one. And overlap, whoops, stay here. Here's the next one. And line it up here and into the corners and make that behave. So you have your 1/4 inch seam allowance, okay? This goes over the top. Right sides together. Okay, once I get started, I make sure my bottom here fits. Okay, and here we go. So, and this is how that goes together. So how does it go together? These two pieces, they line up like this, and then you'll have a larger block next to it. And then here is going to be another block of that. Let me find that real quick. And here we go. So this is how that goes together for those two border sections. And you can already sew it together in strips like that, or you can leave it until the final step of sewing it together. Okay. All right, so that was our tutorial for today. Don't forget to join tomorrow's. We're actually going to sew things together and do the top stitching on some of those so I can show you how those curves actually happen. So please check my blog for the PDF instructions, southwindquilts.blogspot.com, or go on my website. There's a link to that as well, southwindquilts.com. And I hope to see you on Facebook Live tomorrow at 10 o'clock.